Chinese diesel heaters. These are the fuel pumps for them. Why do they go wrong and why are they noisy? So what we're talking about is one of these things, and here's one I've dissected. Now, first of all, the first thing I notice is on the inlet side of one of these pumps, just inside here, is a little gauze filter. Well, there's no way to remove this and clean this. If you get one jam up and doesn't tick anymore, doesn't seem to pump the oil, it might be worth getting some carburetor cleaner and spraying it down the inlet side with the pump standing upright. Maybe let it soak overnight and then blow it out with an air line. If it's really blocked up, you've got nothing to lose by getting a small sharp instrument or even a drill bit, pushing it in there and actually make a hole in it to get it working again. For that reason, I'd strongly recommend that you fit an inline filter before the pump, and also use a paper type, not a gauze type. Okay. What else? Yeah, so this is how it all works. You've got a little piston here that displaces the fuel, and in this section up here is two little tiny holes. So when the piston comes down, it draws fuel through these holes, pushes it up through the other side, lifts up this ball bearing, and then pushes the fuel out to your heater. One reason I think these are noisy is because the ball bearing is trapped with this little spring. Not easy one-handed. In here. And what you're hearing is this slamming up and down violently with the fuel. It's a bit of an antiquated, cockeyed pump. Maybe one thing they could do is actually replace the ball bearing with a nylon ball. Would probably work just as well. On the other end, to stop the fuel draining back, on the end of the piston to displace the oil, it has a rubber gasket which seals. If you can see that, I'll try and get in the sunlight. There's a nylon piece in the bottom of here on the inlet side, and this rubber gasket lands on it to seal it up, and it's kept pushed down by a little spring to keep some preload on it. That stops the fuel draining back to your fuel tank while the fire's not being used. If you do have trouble with the fuel keep draining back, what you can do is get a windscreen washer car non-return valve, you know, for your windscreen washers on your car. What else? That's about it really. Bit of an antiquated thing. Not really over impressed, but there we go. That helps anybody? Okay, bye for now.